Good afternoon, dear students. Very important topic today, that is usage of the tense. It is known to you that I have already taught you tense, definition of tense, structure of tense, types of tense. We have already uploaded so many lectures upon this, but this one is very important according to examination point of view. In the competitive exams, questions are posed or asked from this lecture. That is, here we have to see the usage of tense. That means how we use the tense, why we use the tense. You have to remember one thing, that usage is different. Usage is different and structure is different. Whatever we have learned till this time, that was structure, how the sentences are. But you will see the usage, where we will use the tense. For example, as I already told you, for example, I may say, I am going to Srinagar tomorrow. Which type of sentence is it? Some among you may say that, sir, it is present continuous because fourth form of verb and am helping verb. Very good. But it is present continuous, there is no doubt. According to structure, it is present continuous. But according to usage, it is future. It is used for future action. Or for example, your exam starts from Monday. You can say, sir, it is present indefinite because first form of the verb. But once again, it is also future, because structurally it is present indefinite. But according to usage, we make it as usage for future. Or for example, I am teaching you at this time. I am teaching you. It is known to you that it is present continuous, very good, because am, HV, helping verb, and form fourth. But if I will say that I am teaching you, if I will say I am looking towards you, I am looking towards you, I am looking towards you. I am looking towards you. Which tense it is? You can say once again, sir, fourth form, okay, plus helping verb, am. So it is present continuous. Very good. But you have to remember, according to structure, it is correct because helping verb plus fourth form, but according to usage, it is incorrect. We didn't use this sentence. You can say, sir, why? I will explain you. This one is correct, but this one is incorrect. But according to structure, this is also correct. But according to usage, it is incorrect. But you are in your examination, you can say, sir, now which one we will take in consideration in examination according to structure and according to usage. You have to take in consideration according to usage. So I already told you that this lecture is very important. Now we will see the usage of some important tenses, and also I will not define all the usages of the tenses. I will define only important ones. There are so many usages of all the tenses. As you know that there are 12 tenses: present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, future indefinite, past. In this way, they are 12 in total. But I will explain the important rules which you have to remember. That is, first of all, present simple or indefinite. I already told you that here it is known to you that we use first form and helping verb do or does, and it is also known to you that sometimes s or es is used. That is known to you. And also it is known to you that in case of assertive sentences, helping verb is not used. That is known to you. Now we have to see its usage. Number one, this is used to express habitual action. This is used to express habitual action. What is meant by habitual action? It is known to you. Habitual means that which we do continuously or which we don't do continuously. For example, our habit may be we may smoking daily, or watching the movie, or not watching the movie. Habit we can do or not. That is to express habitual action. In this case, we use following adverbs. You have to remember these adverbs, which are mostly, not always, but mostly they are used here with this habitual action. That is always, often, seldom, usually, daily, every day, or every week, or every month, or every year, or normally, twice, thrice a week, etc. That is, these words are mostly used with the actions of the habitual actions. For example, I usually teach 2 classes daily. That is habitual. Yeah, for example, I sleep at 9 p.m. daily. That which is my habit, which I do daily. Or for example, I do not wake up early in the morning. This is my habit. I didn't. Yes, this is one. And another usage is universal truth, which is known to you, or general truth, which is that truth which is accepted everywhere. For example, we say earth moves around the sun. It is accepted by everybody. Or sugar tastes sweet. That is which is accepted everywhere. Or for example, man is mortal. We have to die. It is universally acceptable. Nobody can say that we are immortal. This is that it expresses the universal or general truth. And it is another rule is to give commentary or supporting events on some actions which are going on. Okay, this is very good. It is known to you that when we play the cricket and the commentator, he delivers the commentary. For example, I am teaching you at this time, it is present continuous. What I am doing at this time? For example, you are listening. I already told you that it is not correct academic situation. For example, I can say that you are eating food and I am teaching at this time. That is what you are doing at this time, that is present continuous. In the same way, there is match in the playground and the players, they are playing the match. For example, you know that the bowler comes and he throws the ball and the commentator, he looks at that time live, and when he makes the commentary, what he says, first of all, if we see the translation, Urdu translation, इसको ये कहना चाहिए, बॉलर आ रहा है और बॉल फेंक रहा है और बैट्समैन इसको हिट कर रहा है और वहां एक मतलब खिलाड़ी है जो गेंद को बॉल को पकड़ रहा है, यानी कि इसको यह कहना चाहिए, अगर अब हम इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट करेंगे, द बॉलर इज कमिंग एंड इज थ्रोइंग द बॉल and the batsman is hitting and there is a player who is catching the ball. अगर हम देखेंगे तो स्ट्रक्चरली ऐसे ही कहना चाहिए, मगर वो ऐसा नहीं कहता है. आप यू कैन लिसन बिकॉज एवरीबॉडी मोस्टली वॉच दिस मैच, मोस्टली क्रिकेट, and you see that what he says the bowler comes and throws the ball and the batsman hits it and there is a player who catches the ball. That means what I want to say, that he uses present indefinite. It is usage, you have to remember this. Otherwise you can say, sir, you have told that in case of present indefinite we didn't know when the work has done, but he looks himself when the work is performed, but still why he says the bowler throws the ball, the batsman hits it. It is usage, you have to remember this. I think that you have got it. Is it clear to now you? If any doubt, please write in the comment section. I always say that the feedback is necessary. Feedback is compulsory. If there will be any doubt, if anything will not be clear to you, please say that. Yes, it is also used to express optional plans. Optional plans, that is plans for the future. That is plans which will go on according to a schedule of timetable and program. For example, कोई ऑप्शनल प्रोग्राम होगा, कल सीएम को यहाँ आना है, कल पीएम को यहाँ आना है, ये ऑप्शनली अनाउंस किया गया है, ये प्रोग्राम शेड्यूल किया गया है. तो यहाँ मेरे कहने का मतलब ये है, यहाँ हम प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट इस्तेमाल करते हैं, वरना तो हमें कौन करना था, वी हैव टू यूज फ्यूचर बिकॉज इट इज द टॉक ऑफ द फ्यूचर, बट वी मेक द यूज ऑफ द प्रेजेंट फॉर द फ्यूचर. Probably I have told you in the first or second lecture that mostly these days in the current age